Hey, thank you for being here. I want to introduce myself real quick. Hey, I'm Coach Dane. And today we're going to talk about 3 steps discovering the purpose of your life. So if you want to hit pause and go get pen and paper, that's fine. If you just want to listen and learn and watch along, that's fine too. But make sure no matter what you do, as you listen, that you download the corresponding ebook. At the end of the day, you take action. Determining what our purpose in life can be one of the hardest questions we as humans battle trying to answer. Today, we're going to go through a step by step process exploring your feelings, your options, and by the end of the day, you should have a fairly solid tool that you can immediately employ in your life to give it meaning. I don't know about you, but that fires me up. Today, we're going to talk about the 3-step process of discovering the purpose of your life. 1, understanding the principle of choice. 2, creating your underlying principle. And 3, aligning your life with this underlying principle. The greatest power we have is the power of choice. It is an actual fact that if you've been groping under unhappiness, you can choose to be joyous instead. And by effort, lift yourself into joy. And if you tend to be fearful, you can overcome misery by choosing to have courage. The whole trend and quality of anyone's life is determined by the choices that they make. You, my friend, have a choice. The greatest power you have is choice. Now, indecision, on the other hand, not only creates frustration and anxiety, but can also confuse the subconscious mind about what it wants. But it's important that the choices you make because you want to. They're made by you in accordance with your desires, your hopes, your dreams, your want, your purpose, and your aptitude. A lot of us let others make choices for us. Choices in life ultimately needed by you, not your mom, not your dad, not your brother, not your sister, not your cousins, not your tia or your tio. That doesn't mean they can't influence them. That doesn't mean ultimately that you can't include them. But these are choices for you. So as a reminder, a lot of us make choices or let others make choices for us because we think we're making the right choice or the correct choice to please them, but it doesn't serve us and it doesn't set our soul on fire. What is right for someone else may not be right for you. And the way you know is to listen to your heart. Does it ultimately set your soul on fire? Now, where to begin? Begin by making a list of things that interest you. Can you make a list of up to 10 things that you enjoy doing? Now, if you've got more, rock on. You might be surprised, for those that can do it quickly, how many people ultimately struggle with making a list of 10 things that interest them or find them joy. Things which you've always enjoyed, that make you feel better, which inspire you to surge ahead, like I said earlier, to set your soul on fire, no matter what the obstacles you face. Something that's going to allow you to jump out of bed in the morning like a child on Christmas Day. Creating your underlying principles. The next step is to examine the list you made. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy wasted time. So if you made that list, we're going to use it. Look at the list. Is there a recurring theme? Maybe it's the contribution that keeps coming up over and over, or an effect to seek or give love, or helping people cope with aging. Whatever it is, try to identify the theme, the string of connection. Whatever it is, try to identify that central theme that you love to do. And try to put that in a short, precise statement. I love to enjoy X. I enjoy doing Y. This will begin to be your mission statement, your purpose statement, and eventually become part of your vision statement that leads to creating a vivid vision. It could even be a quote by a famous person or philosopher that has influenced you throughout life. Of course, as you grow up, the statement could evolve, right? What I would say today versus what Dane at 8 years old would definitely be completely different. I believe when you create a mission statement, when you create a purpose statement, when you create a vivid vision, that you should analyze it annually, or after every major life event: birth, death, divorce, job change, any life-changing event. This is about choosing that ultimately sets your soul on fire. All right. If you've made your list and you've examined it and looked for that common theme, you can hit pause right here and write down your mission statement. Welcome back. Now, that mission statement, I want you to put it somewhere where you're going to see it every single day, where you're going to know that you didn't waste time. Let's align your life with that underlying statement, with that underlying principle. The final step of this journey is to map out your path, your ultimate purpose, and begin implementing those changes that help you align in your daily life with your daily purpose, your life's purpose. By making these small changes, I want you to think big and start small. You'll begin living out this principle each and every day. It may take a few days, maybe in a few weeks, but by becoming aware and being intentional and looking at that note on your computer, on your dashboard, on your mirror, you will begin to plant that seed. That is your job, to sow that seed, to harvest that seed. Becoming aware of the underlying principle begins with intention. You will eventually and shortly and quickly feel the difference, feel the momentum, and ultimately gather enthusiasm for everything in your life, so you do begin to jump out of like a bed on a Christmas morning. Jump out of bed like a child on Christmas morning. Even I was jumping out of my seat here, looking into the camera, because I'm getting excited for you. If you realize you love being in nature, then plan a holiday in nature. Just like my very first article I ever wrote, my very first paid article on the internet, was to get up, get out, and get moving. Maybe an outgoing, what am I saying? Maybe an outing with a child can bring you energy and be fired up. Just today, before I sat down in this chair, I walked in the local park. It was a beautiful day, about 65 degrees, and there were children everywhere laughing, being pushed on the swings by their either older siblings or their mom or dad or aunt or uncle. And that just brought me joy. And it ultimately gives me energy to remember to live life in awe and take joy in the ordinary. If you discover that you enjoy helping those in need, then look for opportunities to volunteer in your community. On the other hand, you might even want to change careers and change a job. Get a new job, something that aligns with your mission, vision, and purpose. Maybe you'll create a job. Maybe you'll become an entrepreneur that aligns with your mission, vision, and purpose. That's really ultimately exactly what I've done. So there you have it. By following along with these steps, you'll be on your way to finding and living out your purpose. As you go through the purpose, remember, you were put on this earth to achieve your greatest self, to live out your purpose and do it courageously. Steve Maraboli. I want to read that again, and I'm going to click back and go over the 3 principles and challenge you to take action and start living out your mission, vision, and purpose today. You are put on this earth to achieve your greatest self and live out your purpose and do it courageously. Steve Maraboli. Now remember, at the beginning, I said there were 3 steps to the process to discovering your life's purpose. 1, understanding the principle of choice, and we talked about that. You get to make the choice. You get to take a right or a left or go forward or go backward. You get to make the choice. Because the greatest power we have is the power of choice. Begin creating that underlying principle. Remember when you hit pause and you wrote out your mission, maybe it's your vision, and your purpose are all together, ultimately leading to what I call a vivid vision. And then aligning your life with this principle. When you know your mission, vision, and purpose, in life, ultimately, there only will ever be 2 answers. And one is yes and one is no. Either it aligns with your mission, vision, and purpose, or it doesn't. Until we meet again, I want to thank you so much. I want to remind you that you have everything you need to create the life you love, and it ultimately starts with creating and discovering the purpose of your life. Until next time, go be amazing.